Well, hello everybody, and all those crickets out there. Hi, cricket. Hey, welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert, here on December 20th, 2020. Oh, that's 12/20/2020. Huh. That's a 60, isn't it? Anyway, beautiful sunshiny day today. Shorts and t-shirt day. It's about 60 degrees right now, just comfortable. And I'm feeling just peachy dandy today. So we're going to get ready to do the drawing here in a little bit so I can get it uploaded and posted by noontime today, which I promised. And we'll see what goes from there. Anyway, I was over here checking all my solar panels, and looks like I got a little bit of dust on these things that needs to be cleaned off. So I'll take my duster and come over here and do that, generate a little extra power, but I don't really need it. I'm really loaded up with power. Got plenty already this early in the morning. So we're going to go down to the garden house here, because since today is the seed giveaway day, the drawing for the big winner to see who gets over $200 worth of seeds, I'm going to come down here and give you a few tips and hints about gardening, because that's going to be the title of today's video. Now, one other thing I want to mention was, I know that a few people out there were cheating, and only one of them actually admitted it, and he paid the price for it. But I know a few others have been cheating too, because even though I did 2 videos yesterday, and in both videos mentioning again that the rules state that the cutoff for the drawing is 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I still had people that entered at midnight last night thinking they could still get in. So I know they weren't watching videos. They're just looking up, seeing the comment, taking the information off the comment and entering from there. Cheaters, cheaters, cheaters. Remember, cheaters never prosper, because I know who you are. Also, for those people that are not subscribers that did enter this contest, you will be eliminated from the drawing. And you know who you are, because I know who you are. You see, it's very easy. I can go to your channel, and I can look at subscriptions on your channel to see who you're subscribed to. And if I don't see my name on there, guess what? You're not subscribed, right? So you're not fooling anybody. Just remember, if your name doesn't get drawn, well, you know why. Because I just don't put up with that kind of stuff. You know, I like to be honest with people, and I would like people to be honest with me. So let's play from there. All right, let's go inside of here. And you can see I've been setting some things up here. I've got my next grow box here, and I put the weed barrier over the top of this, and it's called Weed Block. I get it at Home Depot. It's not expensive, like 13 bucks a roll. But anyway, I will be pushing this down inside, but I wanted to show you how I set it up. So I cut it so it's a little bit longer than the box on the front and back, and on the sides too. So you see just a little overhang there, and then you can move it around and center it. Make sure you got it pretty good and centered, and then all you do is kind of like work back and forth and push this thing down inside of there. Now I'll be filling that with a mixture of moisture control potting mix and the all natural garden soil from Kellogg's. What I'm going to be growing in there is sweet potatoes, and here is my sprouted sweet potato. And how do you sprout these? Well, some people don't even try and they get them to sprout because they just store them wrong. But I stored this the way I wanted to get it to sprout. So what I did was, you put this in a cool, dark place, like a drawer or something like that, an empty drawer down below, or in the back of a closet somewhere like that. But if you got clothes in there, don't do it, because you also add an onion. Place an onion in with this, and the potato will sprout in no time at all. So I got myself a nice plant growing right there. And what I will be doing is I'll be cutting it off right about here. and I'll be planting that part of the potato. And I should get a pretty good crop out of that. Now, this is basically a vine. This is going to crawl along the ground, and the leaves will stick up out of the ground. But you see all the little hairs. I can see if I can get it in close enough. There's little hairs on the stem, and that's all looking for rooting material. It wants to get into the soil and root. So it plants out roots everywhere, and then on each root you're going to grow a sweet potato. These things can really take over. So if you're going to plant them in a garden, make sure it's a dedicated area of the garden where you're not going to be growing a lot of other things. Like, I would never put it in this garden house over here because it will take over. It will literally take over. And then when you go to dig it up, you got to dig up all your other plants too, because these things will be everywhere underground. So I'm going to control the growth inside of a grow box like this. Now, normally I would do it in a bigger box, like one of those over there, which is a 2x12 cut to do the 4.5 feet, and then the 1.5 feet on the ends, and then fill that up with soil and go from there. So I'll be using, like I said, a mixture of this garden soil and the moisture control soil. That keeps the soil loose enough for these things to really grow prolifically, but it also gives me protection from overwatering and drowning the potato, because then you'll pull up a piece of mush from under the ground. Too much water, no place for it to escape. So that's what this box is great about, because with this liner inside of it, if I overwater, the water just runs out the bottom. So I will place buckets and stuff like that at the edge of a table wherever I've got this thing setting, so that I can catch that extra water that drains out of there and I can use it. Okay, so I'm going to set that right in there for right now, because we got to get moving. And the other thing was on seeds. When you're planting seeds, okay, always plant more than what you need. If you open a pack of seeds, you'll notice that there's a lot of seeds in there. And if you just take, well, you say, well, I only need 1 head of lettuce. If you plant 1 head of lettuce and have problems with it, you don't have any, right? So plant 6, plant 8, plant 10 of them. There's plenty of seeds in there. Don't worry about it. And then for your seeds, make sure you save seeds, like from tomatoes and things like that. Save your seed packets, and when they're empty, or even if they're not empty, save that seed packet. And then when you harvest at the time of year when it's time to harvest your tomatoes and things like that, there's seeds inside of them. Take one of the tomatoes, cut it in half, take some of the seeds out, dry them on a piece of paper towel, and then, or even on a piece of newspaper. You don't want to waste paper towels. Take a leaf of a newspaper, dry them on that. When they're dry, put those back in the same seed packet. Now you know what they are next year, and you can plant them again. Just remember one thing: if you do that with hybrid seeds, you will revert the plant over the years. You'll revert the plant back to be an heirloom, which isn't a bad thing. A lot of people don't like heirloom because they're lumpy and they don't look pretty. Well, pretty is not what food's all about. Taste is what it's all about. And an heirloom tastes a lot better than a hybrid. So just remember those little tips I taught you. Let's head on back up to the cabin and get this drawing taken care of. And I can come down here to my greenhouse and get things started, get things planted for the day. And oh yes, it's such a beautiful day out here. Just a mild breeze, as you can see. Flag needs to be replaced from all the winds we had, but that's okay. I've got a whole bunch of them inside the cabin, and I will be taking that one down and changing it and giving it a proper disposal on a wood fire, as I always do. All right, I got to get rid of this box too, so that'll be getting burnt up, and get rid of the excess that I don't need around here, because sooner or later rain's going to come. They're saying probably on the 28th of this month we're going to get rain. Best chance so far this year. So I got to get all of that stuff under cover before it's too late and before everything gets soaked out there and then I'm cleaning up mush. All right, here we are inside. And I'm going to turn on the iPad and we're going to get to this drawing. All right. Password. And here we go. There's the random drawer. There's seed giveaway number 2. And let's see, how do I do this? You know what? I may have to shut everything down and reboot it, because I don't think I can do it from here. Drawing history saved. Save changes, close. Information. Okay. Close that. And yeah, see, this is supposed to come back up to the start page, not to this point, to where if I save changes, watch the commercial.
Drive without insurance, are you?
I gotta go to the general.
Yeah, you sure you do. You've told that guy that every day for the past 2 weeks. Yeah, see, it's not coming up to where I need it to come up. So let's see if this arrow would get me there. There it is. All right. So we're going to randomize from the list. All right. And which list? Seed giveaway. And the number of drawers is going to be 1 draw. And there's all the names. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of them in there. 565 entries. Okay, right now we're at 171. Cliff, Mike, Burns family, Desert Homestead, Sherry Anderson, Poolside Dreamer. Everybody's got their names in here. Oh, so let me set this up here where it won't fall down again. And we're ready to go. So let's see who the name is when I hit draw. Amar44 of California. Wow. This has been your lucky draw. Number 427th entry. So that's a congratulations to you. And I will be posting in the comment section below the email address that you can send your mailing address to. You've got 3 days to do that from this time right now. And if you don't do it in that time, you will forfeit those seeds. And I'll do another drawing off of the same list, and another person will take them from you. But for right now, Amar44 of California, the big winner of over $200 worth of seeds. Congratulations. This is G Bear signing off.